Today we are going to make chocolate dip orange shortbread cookies. This is definitely one of the easiest cookie dough I've ever made. The shortbread cookies are crisp, melt in your mouth, and bursting with orange flavor in every bite. Let's get started. First, sieve the flour, cornstarch, and salt. Then set aside. The cookies are going to spread in the oven. Adding cornstarch is just to cut down on the spreading slightly. Now let's make some orange sugar. Use a sharp peeler to peel the orange zest from one orange in thin strips. You want to get just the orange layer with as little to no white layer as possible, because we certainly do not want our cookies to taste bitter. Now combine the sugar and orange zest in the food processor. Process until the orange and sugar are completely combined. This will just take under a minute. We are not using any orange juice in this recipe. Shortbread cookies are low moisture foods. That's what gives them their crisp texture. If we add too much liquid to the cookies, they will have a kicky texture. The real flavor of the orange is in the zest. Processing it with sugar means the orange oil will fully burst into the sugar, so the cookie will take full advantage of the orange flavor. Cream the room temperature butter and orange sugar on medium speed until they are fully incorporated. Scrape the bowl down and add in the flour mixture. Mix on medium speed until the cookie dough starts coming together. The cookie dough shouldn't be too crumbly. It will hold together well and will not stick to the touch. Lay a piece of plastic wrap on the counter. Take half of the dough out and lay it on the plastic wrap. Press it down a little to give it a head start. Now lay another piece of plastic wrap on there and roll it out. I'm going to roll them out to about a little less than half an inch thick. I'm using a rolling pin that comes with some adjustable silicone rings, and this is great to roll out cookies with even thickness. If your rolling pin doesn't have one, you can just eyeball it and roll it out as evenly as you can. Rolling the dough in between two sheets of plastic wrap is the easiest way. It's no mess and will not stick. You don't need to flour a work surface, which means it will eliminate the possibility of incorporating extra flour into the cookie dough. Once it's all rolled out, wrap it up and put this in the fridge for about an hour or two until it firms up. For the other half of the dough, we are going to just wrap it up with a plastic sheet. Form it into a log, then put it in the fridge as well until it firms up. This is an easier way because you don't need to use a rolling pin. Trim the cookie dough rectangle with straight edges. Then use a sharp knife to cut it into about 1 cm wide cookie sticks. Don't have to be exact. You can reroll any scraps to make more cookie sticks, or simply cut them into random shapes. Transfer the cookie sticks onto the lined baking sheet. The cookies are going to spread a little in the oven, so leave some space in between them. As for the log, simply slice it into thin slices about the same thickness as the previous cookie sticks. Bake them at 350 degrees for about 15 to 18 minutes, or until they are light golden all over with only slightly darker golden brown ends. Once they are out of the oven, the cookies are quite soft, so leave them on the baking sheets for at least 10 minutes before transferring them on a cooling rack to cool off completely. As I mentioned previously, the cookies are going to spread a little. This is what it looks like. Notice the bottom part is wider than the top. If you want perfectly straight square sticks, then as soon as they come up from the oven, use a knife to trim the sides while they are still warm and soft laying on the baking sheet. This is the difference between the trimmed and untrimmed cookie sticks. So this is totally up to you. Now that the cookies are cool, let's prepare the chocolate. Put some semi-sweet chocolate chips in the bowl. Heat these in the microwave 3 times in 30 seconds intervals. Take it out every 30 seconds and stir it around. Doing this will allow time for heat to transfer evenly. If you just do it 1.5 minutes straight, you will burn the chocolate. So be patient and do it 30 seconds at a time. If your melted chocolate is too thick, add 1 to 2 teaspoons of melted coconut oil to loosen it up. You want to be able to achieve an even, fairly thin layer of chocolate on the shortbread. Transfer the melted chocolate into a narrower glass that will give you a deeper layer of chocolate. You want to be able to dip at least half of the cookie stick into chocolate. Also, prepare a lined baking sheet and more orange zest. Dip the cookies into the melted chocolate. After dipping, gently shake them or scrape them on the side of the glass to help any excess chocolate to drip away. Then transfer the chocolate dipped cookies onto the lined baking sheet to set. Sprinkle some orange zest on there for even more orange flavor. You can also decorate them with sprinkles of your choice at this point. When the chocolate is getting low, simply tilt the glass and dip the cookies sideways. For extra decoration, give the chocolate coat some time to set slightly, then transfer the remaining chocolate into a piping bag. Pipe zigzag lines over the chocolate dip end of the cookie stick, and then add the orange zest. And this is now completed.